Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show. Just about set to go. And on the mound now, Andre Palante.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the
Win. Off balance feed. There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Just Wade Boggs now. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Anything but pretty right there. But he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher. But you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
There's a swing and a drive. Scott makes his way towards it. Can't get there. And now maybe extra bases. Throw cut off to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Back-to-back base hits. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing. Nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Digging in, Manny Ramirez. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Scott should have this one. And that's the third out. Back here in St. Louis, today's starting pitcher, Max Fried.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a 1-2 again. Got him. And one out now. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Scott patrolling center field, batting second in today's lineup, and he was a fifth-round pick in 2022. That one misses. 1-2 to count. Strike three, and that's two in a row. Two down, bases empty. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-2. Fans another, and that's three. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Ted Williams. Palante back to work. Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around. Right there. He kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
Hauls it in for the out.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
And a foul ball. Strike two.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Derek Jeter getting ready to hit. Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
In the air, left field. Donovan gets under it. He hauls it in. 2 away. Now batting Jaron Durham. He's 1 for 1. Led off the game with a single. Lined, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here's the throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that is ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. Cut on and lifted in the air. Squeezes it, and there's 1 away. Here's Nolan Arenado. That one's in there. 0-1. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. And that is downstairs. And it's 2-1. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. On the ground to third, Boggs throws to first, and they get Arenado for the out. Brendan Donovan in the box now. No balls and a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Donovan tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium, top half of the third inning. Here's Alex Bregman. Fought off foul.
You know, this group of hitters definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And out number 1 on the grab. And here is Wade Boggs. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now a slow roller to second. Sajazi. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. Doubled in his first AB. Ground ball to the right side. But that rolls foul. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. Swung on. Belted. That's back. Tattooed and gone. He jacks that one out to left. It's 2-0.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And now it's going to be Manny Ramirez. That's a laser base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Williams takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Hit in the air, center field. Scott. And makes the grab. That's out number 2. Jason Varitek will hit next. 0 for 1 so far. And it's fouled away. Line drive. He makes the grab, and that is that. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the Cardinal DH, Yoel Pozo. Strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Foul ball there.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope they can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Lars Nootbaar, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side, Bregman whips it to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Thomas Sajazi stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 2 outs, base is empty.
2 strikes.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Back to the top of the lineup and stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss. Oh, and he lost the handle on that one.
1 strike.
Oh, save. That's a stolen base. That one missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you...
Oh, that's a strikeout. And that'll do it for the... And we're back. And now, Jason Bay. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
0-2.
Outside. Now 1-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Fly to left his first time. Up the middle. That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. So digging in, Jarren Durham. He's 2 for 2. And that one is lifted in the air. Scott settles underneath it. And there are 2 down. And now it's Alex Bregman. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a swing and a miss.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
In the air, center field. Scott makes the catch, and that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now up for St. Louis, Victor Scott. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Pulls that one foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here comes Wilson Contreras. Fastball for a strike. Contreras goes 6'1", 32 years old, and he was born in Venezuela.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Wade Boggs. Palante back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in for the out. Paul Goldschmidt now. He's already homered here in this one. Hard hit left side. Sends it to first, and they get Goldschmidt for the out. Manny Ramirez digs in now. 1 for 2. And that one ripped to left. That's down. One hops off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. So 2 down. Ted Williams, the next to hit. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Donovan sizes this one up, makes the catch, and that is back here in St. Louis. Bottom of the inning. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. In the air, left side. Bay moves under it, makes the catch, and there's one gone. And up next for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. That one the other way, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. It's a double.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
In the dirt, throws down to second, but he scrambles back to the bag.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Bay tracks it down for the out.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Newbar, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Squirts away a little bit. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. So now 2 on and 2 outs. So Jay-Z in the box now takes strike 1. That one at the knees for a strike. And ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, number 35.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Contreras takes it himself. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So up next, Jason Bay. Swings through that.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Nabs it. 2 down. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Didn't try to do too much with it, just to really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And that one handled. Safe at second.
Safe.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Makes the sliding stop. The throw, and that's a great play for the out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the play, Mason Wynn. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
You know, these Cards need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Scott in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And misses inside. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And there's 2 away. And now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Hit in the air, right field. Williams corrals it. And that is all set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Wade Boggs. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. That one ripped. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Manny Ramirez. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to third, Arenado. Tosses to first, and the inning is over. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Wilson Contreras. Yeah, that's fouled off. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch just misses. And a swing and a miss. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that one above the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one. Donovan in the box again. Takes a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. The
0-2.
Cardinals down by a pair here at the bottom of the seventh. Got him looking.
Pitching for the
Jojo
Cardinals,
Romero will take over here.
Number 59.
He has a great slider with tons of
Jojo
movement. And now the right
Romero.
fielder, Ted Williams. Line drive. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Now at the plate, Jason Varitek.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that one fouled off. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the eighth. Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it, gathers and throws, and they get the out. Two down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Jason Bay. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Oh,
One
that
ball,
one rides up
2
and
strikes.
in.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Outside.
Outside.
Hits the ball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That one's carrying. Into the bullpen and gone. He circles the bases, and they add on. It's 3-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. High fly ball out to left field. Donovan on the move. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Yoel Pozo. There's the strike.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
And a swing and a miss. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. And that is out of play. Fastball is outside. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. In the air, left field, Bay. Makes the grab, 2 down. Thomas Sajazi next up for the Cardinals. Right through there for a strike. In for a strike, and it's 0-2. Ball 1 there. And down on strikes he goes.
Now pitching for
New
the
arm of the
Cardinals.
mound for the Cardinals. Steven Matz
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Durham now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Matz fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. Now it's Alex Bregman. Tap foul at the plate.
And although you like the fact that guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
It's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes, and it's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
Boggs now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. The other way. Arenado to first in time. Bottom of so they turn to their closer, Felix Bautista.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
That one is upstairs. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down.
Wynn gets his lead at first. Nobody out. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Pereira stands in now and watches strike 1. And now it's even up. Man at first, 1 away. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 2-2. Got a good eye there. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that is the ball game.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful.